Hello everyone, welcome to the Wolfpack, a Star Sector narrative Let's Play. I tried to do this before, called the Bounty Hunter, but that, the save file corrupted itself, so not doing that one anymore. In this one, we are joined by Therian Husk again. That's gonna be a reoccurring character name. That's who I always name myself in these games. In any RPG, I always name myself Therian Husk. And this time we're being joined by his nephew, Lucas Husk. But instead of being an academic, like Terry was, Lucas here went to a life of piracy. That'll be explained more in the narrative segments of the game. But right now, we are trying to earn a bit of money because we have a mission that we need to complete, and we need money in order to do it. We have 60 days to bomb the Ludic Path base at Epiphany. And in order to do that, we're going to try and collect some bounties and buy a freighter. Buy a freighter, a couple other ships. It's not going to be easy. So we're going to spend about a month doing this here. Just kind of toting around. Looking for people like that we can go fight. Now I have two wolves. I have two wolf frigates here. That's me and Lucas here. We're both set up to go really fast. You'll notice if you watch the series a bit, a speed of 290 is pretty quick. Now, Lucas being a pirate, I have faith in his abilities to handle himself in combat here. Sorry if I'm not talking as much as I should be. I'm trying to focus. These ships should be no problem for our wolves, but you never know. In Star Sector, sometimes you're just, sometimes you just get got, you know? There are no guarantees in this game, much like Mountain Blader and Dwarf Fortress, kind of RimWorld, although this game is more similar to Dwarf Fortress in its background sim. There we go, this ship's done. Gonna take my shields offline to vent my flux faster there. Let's see what we can do against this glorified freighter. So, the character of Therian Husk is much the same. He's a war veteran from the Second AI War, a galactic-wide war that really shook the sector pretty hard, about 20 or so years before our story takes place here. Lucas, however, he's younger than that. He came of age. You know, he was just born when the war was going on. So he doesn't really remember it at all. The war was over by the time he was 4 or 5. So, there's that. You know what? I'm not making much progress on this guy. I'm gonna go help Lucas out. Oh, looks like he just got one of them. Where are you? Oh, I know where you are, just how far. Oh, he's coming by me. Oh, okay, that guy's dead. You know what? I'm gonna tell Lucas to go for it. That's the YOLO button. It's effectively telling your ships, damage the enemy even if it puts you in danger. But this guy's not gonna put me and Lucas here in much danger. I say that and he overwhelms my shield, so that's not very good at all. Frackin' shuttle. I got a pretty nice hit there. I took out one of his engines, so he's now a sitting duck. We're gonna finish this guy off, no problem. Now he's overloaded, which means I don't have to keep my shields on. There we are. We finished them off. There we go. I don't want any of their ships. I gotta leave some stuff behind here, because... Excuse me. The two, we only have 2 frigates. We don't have a lot of storage space. And that's one of the reasons why we're... going out of our way. Go away. Damn tutorials. That would be Husk's response, too, is like... Damn it! I'm a veteran of the AI war. I don't know why I'm doing that voice for Husk. That's not his voice. You know his voice because you heard him talk earlier. I'm just gonna get rid of those. Let's see if we can buy ourselves a tanker. We can afford that. Do I think that's enough? Ooh, they have a perfectly fine wolf here. I'm gonna buy that. Just so we have a little bit more firepower. And I have exactly the amount of people I need to run this fleet. Which is good. There's really no good weapons here. Hammerheads are fine. I'm just gonna give this ship hammerheads. I'm decking the ship out for speed, because I like to be able to run away. I don't like using narrative points, and if you know Star Sector, this is, you know what a narrative point is already, but, you know, there are people who might be watching this video who've never heard of Star Sector before. And if that's the case, I'd rather explain it than not. A narrative point is something you get for doing good things in combat. For example, I can build in this add-on right here, which gives me more space to use my weapons before I have to vent. I can build that... Oh, I don't have any. But if I had story points, I could use one, build it into the hull of the ship, and that means I have more energy points. What is it called in this? What does this game call it? Where is it? Ordnance points. That means I would get the ordnance points back that I spent on putting that on the ship. One of the things I am gonna do, though, is on this one, I never put any combat weapons on my hauling ships, because I find it a waste of time. These ships, if these ships are fighting, something's gone terribly wrong, and I probably have more pressing concerns than the damage that these ships could potentially do if I outfitted them like that. Let's see what I can put on this one. That's really it. I just gave this ship some expanded cargo hold and auxiliary fuel tank, so that means this tanker can haul more fuel. Which is a good thing, being that it's the job of the tanker to haul fuel. Let's see if we can get away. So, the job said I need 130 units of fuel spare. And the system I need to go to... Where is it? I'm just gonna check. So, I need to go there. And if I hit 2, we can see that I have enough fuel to get there right now, but not back. So I need a lot of fuel. I have capacity for 140, for 400 odd. Let's see if I can just about fill up on fuel here. Now I'm broke again, but I'm gonna get 70,000 credits for doing. Alright everyone, I have a small confession to make. Between the recording of the first part and recording this part, I have forgotten to save. Luckily, the beginning of the game has saved the exact same scenario, so we have the same mission. Go bomb the Luddic Path, which is ironic because they're terrorists. And so, our fleet is roughly the same. I hired on someone. I hired on Akna Puckett, and I recovered a wolf frigate during one of the bounty hunting missions we did. So we're starting to look like more of a Wolfpack now. 3 wolf frigates instead of 2 wolf frigates going to bomb the Luddic Path, but that's what we're off to do. Oh, I've lost their base again. There it is. So it's only going to take us 19 fuel to get there. We'll have plenty to get there and get back. And I'll let you know if anything interesting happens on the way. Alright everyone, we're back and we're orbiting Luddic space. Now, there are two Luddic factions, and basically, Luddic factions in this game, they don't like AIs. These guys are participating in sector politics. They're acting more like a normal faction would. Think of them as like the Vatican on steroids. These guys here are straight up terrorists who... one of those Radiant quests you can do in this game is to hunt them down. So, yeah. That's who we're bombing. We're not bombing the Vatican. I might have to edit that one out. We're not bombing the Luddic Church. We're bombing the terrorists who are more radical than the Luddic Church. Let's see if we can get away with this one here. Epiphany over here. Let's see how well defended this is. Apparently very. So this is gonna take some doing. But we have a maneuverable enough fleet, methinks. Let's see. We're gonna fight these guys. Took me a second to think there, but they basically have pirate ships. I mean, 3 wolves should be able to handle this fairly easily. Here we are, here's the current state of the Wolfpack. It's small, but effective. I'm gonna go accompany the new person here. Oh, hoo hoo hoo! That was some fancy flying on my part, jeez. We're just gonna work on this person right here. Hey, that one got through. Oh, come on. I need to get this guy. Ooh, that was a nice, good job. I can't even be mad. That was a nice thing. I'm just gonna speed away though. I'm faster. Ooh, this actually isn't good. Here we are. I'm back. Luckily, their ships were so bad, I was completely disabled and they couldn't do anything to me. So that was a stroke of luck right there, that we're fighting incompetent people who have worse... I say that, and I pay for my cockiness immediately. Immediately. I'm gonna stop insulting the terrorists. And just deal with them properly. By the way, I'm calling them terrorists. That's completely in character, and a lot of the stuff I'm saying in this series, I am role-playing as Therian Husk. And Therian Husk, being a veteran, doesn't like these guys very much. They're responsible for a lot of bombings. Although I'm probably going to do a Let's Play in the future where I play as the Luddic Path. So, that's probably coming up sometime in the future. Probably this year. We're getting them. We're getting them. There we go. How's Buddy doing? Oh, Buddy's doing great. Lucas over there. So yeah, this is... Oh, one of them is skedaddled. There's one left. Let's see. And that guy's basically a sitting duck as soon as we get over there. Let's not get overwhelmed again. I spent a lot of time shit-talking these guys only to get my shields overloaded by them several times. So I'm gonna start actually taking them kinda seriously. There we are. No survivors. All of their stuff is now our stuff. There we go, we got paid by the hegemony, we bombed their settlement, and we're away. So that was a relatively easy assignment by the hegemony. The hegemony is basically Star Police. It's a good way to think about them. Ah, this is gonna be a fun getaway. You can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Oh, maybe they can. No, they can't. Haha. That was a fair bit of luck, I'll be honest. There could have been a 30 ship fleet outside, like that. That could have been waiting for me outside the Luddic Path place. But they weren't, so we got away. And we got a nice fair bit of money for that. As well. Let's see, are there any pirates around? No pirates around. Alright, let's go back to Jangala, Yalanga. Jangala? I don't know how to pronounce this place. I don't know how to pronounce 3/4 of these things. I've only ever seen them written down, and every YouTuber I watch pronounces it differently, so you can just add me to the list. Right, I don't mind paying taxes. I have money. Let's see, is there anyone I want to talk to over here? A concerned woman in a cheap business suit. Nope, pirate, go away. Concerned man. Not a pirate. I've got 140 units of organics that urgently need to be delivered to Mazlat in the Zagan star system. Recent pirate activity has made that difficult, but you look like there's someone who could get the job done. So they're owned by the Persians. The Persian League are basically people who didn't like the fact that the hegemony was acting like the space police and were set up to contest them. He has 140 units. I got 33 free cargo. And I've been doing it for 8 grand. Get out of here. Go away. And I know this is going to be a pirate, but we might as... It's not a pirate. You are known to my organization as a capable and discreet operative. I am authorized to propose a simple mission for you to carry out. Payment would consist of 47,000 credits. Okay. As for the operation, enter the standard, then deploy a spy satellite package. Ah, one of these missions. So these missions sound like they're really easy, but you have to basically wait around for no one to be there in order to actually pull it off, because you can't be scanned, they can't look at you while you're doing it, because then they're gonna know it's a spy satellite, of course. See, it was supposed to be Bounty Hunters, but I think Husk here... I know I'm gonna explore this in the narrative part. I think Husk here is feeling a little bit reminiscent of his days, so he doesn't mind doing more black letter operations for the hegemony here. I got 120 days to complete it. Alright. I'm more than happy to do assignments for the hegemony. Lucas might be of a different opinion, but we'll find out. Let's see, are there any ships I want to buy? See, that destroyer sounds like a good deal. But if you look here, they have D-mods. And D-mods are basically debuffs. So if you look at this frigate right here, the Wolf that I salvaged, it came with compromised armor, and that debuffs your armor. So it's annoying. But that's only one, and actually, I could pay 17 grand to get rid of it. This is people say never to do this. I don't know. If there's a good ship that's cheap to restore, and I have the money, I typically do it, actually, because it increases their... In this case, it straight up increases their hull integrity, which means that their, whatchamacallit, their staying power in combat is longer and they're less likely to die. But I'll pass on that. Ah, these are the cool ships. Battleships, battle carriers, cruisers. These are the good ships. But in order to buy from the military, from the hegemony, I need to be commissioned by them. And Husk isn't exactly feeling being on the docket again. Let's see what the pirates have for sale here. I don't really like Lashers. Centurion, maybe. Heavy armor and holding gaps, battle line. The Centurion is valued for its versatility, a bunch of hybrid weapon slots, an integrated damper field that allows it to shrug off some fearsome firepower. So it's a cruiser. So it's a pocket cruiser, like the Germans did in World War II. World War II, I believe it was World War II. They had a ship called the Admiral Speer. I'm probably pronouncing that horribly. But it was effectively the size of a cruiser, but it had the armament of a battleship. This looks like a frigate that has the hull of a frigate that has the armament of a cruiser. How much do they want for that? 26? Yeah. Yeah, we'll take it. Need to buy more crew. And I'm gonna get Hegemony Sailors for this, even though I could probably get Pirates and wouldn't have to pay an extra $300. God, 30% tax, man. Let's see, what can we put on this bad boy? Light armor. And then let's see if we can find another anti-armor piece here. There we go. Okay, how fast can this ship get at 195? That can actually keep pace of our frigates. Throw a flux distributor on there. That lets you, that's the rate you dispel flux by. So if you have this number is bigger than that number, you can shoot your weapons infinitely, assuming you're not taking damage. Now, obviously, if you're taking damage, that's not the case, but, you know. Hull integrity by 40%. No, it's okay. Hardened subsystems. I'm going to put hardened subsystems on it, and then let's see if that brings us... Okay, so I'm going to get rid of hardened subsystems and make sure we have plenty of vents on this, so it can always be firing. And, yeah. We got a pretty decent little fleet here. Let's wrap up the episode by hunting some bandits, if there are any. Oh, looks like that. Those guys probably picked off the bounties, if there are any here. How long do I have to complete that thing I picked up? 118 days, where is it? Cullen, it's a military institution, so that's going to be a pain. But I think I'm going to leave that for next time. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. It helps me out a lot with the algorithm. And, yeah, I'll see you guys sector side.